What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, obviously, this video, you guys probably have heard the news by now. If not, well, I'm going to tell you the news. And, of course, LeBron James has signed a 2-year extension with the Los Angeles Lakers worth around $97 million. He can opt out of that contract in 24-25 when his son Bronny James becomes eligible to be drafted into the NBA. Now, let me first start by saying congratulations to LeBron James' bank account. It's much healthier than it was 2 hours ago. Secondly, I will say kudos to the Los Angeles Lakers for keeping their star player happy and also bending but not breaking. I say that because this could have went a lot of different ways. Obviously, the word around the league from, insiders, a plethora of other former players, LeBron wasn't going anywhere. I knew that. I knew he wasn't going to abruptly sign somewhere on, else to play the latter parts of his career with. The Lakers are the perfect storied franchise for him to continue his career with. I mean, look at the illustrious talent that have played not only in the Staples Center but also in the purple and gold. You look at LeBron and he fits the bill. Maybe not the last few years as far as being title contenders. Not anyone's fault, not his own fault, but also with other players alongside of him, i.e. Anthony Davis. I say that the Lakers, like I said, going back to just the Lakers bending, they had to basically keep LeBron in the fold. You have to have a LeBron James to compete for championships right now if you're the Lakers, right? Because your roster isn't filled out to contend for championships unless you have a star of stars, right? Anthony Davis is not a star of stars. Anthony Davis can't stay healthy enough. So LeBron signing on, for not only, of course, because this year would have been his fourth year with this year is going to be the fourth year with LA. Signing on for 2 more years with LA. Well, one in a possible, right? Because he has a player option, which gives him, leeway. Now, if I was speaking from LeBron's point of view for a second, right? The scenario that the Lakers are in now because they have Anthony Davis still right now currently on the roster. They still have Russell Westbrook currently on the roster. Now, I don't know what the future may hold as far as the three of them playing out the rest of this year together. We've heard time and time again about Russ may be on the move to whether it's Utah, whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's New York. We've heard the rumors. So right now, with LeBron signing on, for 2 years, you have to say to yourself, how can the Lakers maximize on the 2 years, coming up with LeBron? He'll be, by the end of this contract, he'll be 40. I believe he'll be 40 years old. So if the Lakers want to push and make that all-important next banner go up, they have to figure it out. They do have some leeway if they can restructure a deal down the line as far as like moving a few pieces around as far as contracts go. But keep in mind that in the next 2 years, I believe the only players that will be under contract with the Lakers are Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So that's a good thing. That's another thing that the Lakers have in their favor going forward. You know, you can build around here's the thing. You're not supposed to be building around LeBron James at this stage in his career. You're supposed to be building around Anthony Davis, you know, but the injury history for Davis pushes a lot of teams away. You know, let's go back 3 years ago, you know, even when the Lakers did that trade, and I still feel to this day New Orleans got away with a robbery. I mean, even though, you know, all those pieces are still not in New Orleans, but, you know, you look at the pieces that the Lakers had to give up to get Davis, and a lot of those players are, you know, not stars of the league, but rising. You know, you had Brandon Ingram's been an all-star. You know, Lonzo Ball, even though he hasn't been, you know, the most healthy in the last few years, but you look at his stature around the league, a lot of people respect not only his passing as a point guard, but also his defense. You know, you look at guys like Josh Hart. You know, it's you can say, of course, that the Lakers giving up the Lakers getting Davis to get a championship, that's all that really matters. So, you know, you could push whatever narrative you want about those young guys out the window when you add Anthony Davis and you get a title, because that's all the Lakers play for anyway, are championships. But back to LeBron, like I said, let's just give kudos where you know, give the man his just due. One of the highest NBA earner ever currently with this contract that he just signed. Will pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time scorer. Will go down as one of the greatest players to ever play the game. The Lakers had to do this. You know, it's no different than the deal that the Lakers gave to Kobe towards the end of his career. It's no different than the deal that, you know, even though Pat Riley was reluctant, the Heat gave to Dwayne Wade at the end of his career. You know, players of a certain caliber require a certain level of pay grade and respect. You know, and LeBron James is that type of player that pay grade should equal out to his talent on the floor, right? He should be earning in that number where in 2 years we talking about what? Close to hovering around 50 million. And that's an insane number to think about. So like I said, you know, LeBron 2-year extension with LA. I'm very, very, very intrigued to see how things fold out or unfold in the near future. You know, 2 years isn't a long time from now, but we'll see how this season goes and what happens in the next year and or two for LA. You know, with that option lingering, you know, LeBron always got to give himself the, you know, an out if things aren't going his way. So we'll see how things pan out. Of course, as always, it's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. Of course, you already know I got a lot of things coming on the way. Oh, yeah, man. You know I enjoy doing these. So, yeah, we'll see how things unfold with LeBron and this extension. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network. I'll catch you guys on the next video.